seconds over Denny Hamlin. Carl Edwards third. Justin Allgaier fourth, and Brad Keselowski fifth, and they're duking it out for that fourth position. And Keselowski's got the opening and now takes the spot. Now remember, Allgaier's got the older tires.
And it's showing just a little bit right now. Boy, it looks like that 18 car Kyle Busch is really wounded. He's fallen back to the pack big time. Lost that right front fender there, Andy.
He hit that wall pretty hard. I mean, he did a lot of damage.
Let's get an update, Jamie.
Well, guys, before we heard that radio on Kyle Busch, he came on the radio and told his guys he thought he had some damage to his nose. He wasn't sure if he actually got into the back of somebody, and then right away his car just wouldn't turn. He got in the fence, and he said, guys, this is just another Vegas typical race for me.
And he is going backwards right now. Mike Wallace has got around him. Wallace into the top 10. Look out as Brendan Gaughan and Greg Biffle sort of nudge each other a little bit. We can tell you Harvick has now clinched the most laps led, so he'll pick up the bonus points there. He's led 67 and counting. We've had 10 different leaders in this race, and here goes Vickers underneath Trevor Bayne. That is for 6th on the racetrack. On the right side, a little further back, you can see Kyle continues to fall back, and here comes Biffle and Brendan Gaughan underneath him. That is for 11th.
Well, you can see Trevor Bayne hanging tough on the outside now, and he's not giving Vickers much room.
32 car Brian Vickers gets real loose on the bottom of the racetrack under Trevor Bayne there. We talked earlier in the broadcast, that is a tough spot to be in. Makes the cars big time loose. Let's watch it again here.
Well, he's got him cleared this time. So Vickers takes over that 6th spot. There is Justin Allgaier. He is 5th. That would be his next target if he can close in on him. And Brad Keselowski has opened up about a 2nd lead over his teammate. Meanwhile, Kevin Harvick is checking out, fellas. 2 seconds, and the last thing he wants to see is a caution flag coming out right now.
That's right, Marty, because he's got a 2-second lead right now. But now Denny Hamlin just run a little bit faster the lap before. Now he's equaled Kevin Harvick's time this last time by. And he might be catching Harvick just a little bit. Harvick's getting hung in traffic.
Yeah, he's got 2 cars he's got to get around. That is the 6 of Ricky Stenhouse, the 34 Tony Raines, and he cuts through both of them very cleanly. For Harvick, he has picked up where his crew let him down on 2 stops, and there you can see them on the wall watching what's going on.
Yeah, they're kind of relieved. They don't have to make another stop now, and they're back out front. So, you know, nothing will heal all this up better than winning the race.
The big question mark will be, will he make more changes to this team? He already made a bundle before the season started.
Well, Marty's got to make a change. There's no doubt about that. He's got a fast car every week, and he can't put up with this. But one thing, if he does get this win, Brian Vickers under Allgaier right now.
And that is for 5th. So if Vickers can clear, he'll take over the position on board with Justin.
Started to say if Kevin wins this race, at least he won't probably go beat his pit crew up right now. Have a sense of accomplishment.
That is lap traffic of the 05 of Willie Allen. They both clear him. More lap traffic coming up. Sparks flying. That is from the 6 car of Ricky Stenhouse. And here goes Vickers taking 5th. And it was Tony Raines. And Allgaier had no choice. He had to check up that time.
That was a smart move right there. This guy's had a great race. You don't need to wreck that car right now.
Well, Raines was unable to get low. And you can see the difference. He breathed the throttle just a little bit. Now he's going to have to try and reel him back in. So, and this is really the first time the entire day where literally everybody in the top 10, you got to go all the way back to 8th to have anybody within bumper shot of each other. And there you give you an idea that how it has spread out for race leader Kevin Harvick.
Boy, if Kevin Harvick wins this race, no doubt about one thing, he earned it.
8 laps remaining here at the 1.5 Las Vegas Motor Speedway. His lead is 2 seconds over Denny Hamlin. It has stabilized. They're both running laps at 30.7. There is Hamlin in 2nd. Again, remember, Joe Gibbs Racing has never won here in the Nationwide Series. While we let the cars come on through, what we're going to show you is Kyle Busch, 1 misstep where he brushed the wall. He is now all the way back in 16th position, a full 15 seconds behind the race leader, just trying to limp the 18 home.
And you know what? He can't be mad at anybody because he was driving hard, but he did it himself. He had a good car all day long. And that happens.
He did it to himself last year here. Remember when he crashed early? He got out and he said, "This woman's on me."
Because sometimes you just want it too much. I mean, he really wants to win here, and he was in a spot. If he could have just got his teammate clear, Denny Hamlin, which Denny's still running second, he might have had a shot at Kevin Harvick. Just trying too hard.
Speaking of Harvick, he is now still 2 seconds ahead of Denny Hamlin. They are matching lap for lap in the time department. Edwards third, Brad Keselowski fourth, Brian Vickers fifth, and now Allgaier and Trevor Bayne are sort of closing in on each other. And here's that battle we talked about for 8th position as Paul Menard gets underneath Stephen Wallace. And here comes Stephen right back on the high side. Remember, Stephen going for his 5th straight top 10 finish dating back to last year.
Yeah, Paul Menard's done a great job this year. Had to buy his way basically into the first race of the year when they didn't get to qualify at Daytona. But he's made the most of it. He's been one of the top cars.
Well, and remember, he was a full lap down earlier in this race. But we've seen that before here at Las Vegas. Trevor Bayne and the 12 of Justin Allgaier. That is for 6th. Bayne's got it. Allgaier would like to get it back. Allgaier's tires are finally starting to show their age.
Yeah, he got a bad break when that caution came out when he was running down Denny Hamlin, the leader at the time. Looked like he might have a shot at the win if it went green, but it hardly ever goes green those last 40 laps.
Well, one thing Allgaier needs to remember, I mean, he needs to remember this setup. This was a great setup he's had here at this Las Vegas racetrack. He's been up front all day long, which is 4 laps to go right now. He's still up there in 7th position and looking good. I know he wants to win it, but this is a great performance out of this guy today.
Looks like that battle has simmered down a little bit. Let's go back to our race leader. That is Denny Hamlin in 2nd place. There is Kevin Harvick, now 1.7 seconds, and next time by it'll be 2 laps. This will be for Chevrolet their 350th Nationwide Series win if Harvick can hold on.
And Harvick's saying right now, don't anybody screw up. I don't need a caution flag. Everybody drives smart. And this pit crew's thinking, please win this thing so you can bail us out.
Here's the other thing. Remember, he said, if I'm having fun, I may go for the championship. What do you think? Is he having fun?
If he wins this race, he's going to be having a lot of fun. And if he wins a lot of races, I think he'll make that decision to run for the championship.
Going around some lap traffic there. And now, next time by, it'll be the white flag lap. His last win in the Nationwide Series was Atlanta last September.
White flag. One more time. One more time.
1.5 miles to go for Kevin Harvick. 2 horrendous pit stops, and he has fought his way back and still leads by 1.4 seconds over Denny Hamlin.
Amazing job Kevin Harvick's done with his Nationwide team, his truck team. It's just incredible machines he's building. Great talent.
As he gets through turns 3 and 4, it'll be his 2nd win here at Las Vegas and the 35th of his career as he comes across the stripe. Kevin Harvick comes back from near disaster on pit road and takes the win over Denny Hamlin by 1.3 seconds. Carl Edwards 3rd, Brad Keselowski 4th.
Now to work on pit road, but this thing's a bullet.
And Brian Vickers 5th. And first thing out of his mouth, let's work on pit road.
Yeah, we got to work on it, but I'll tell you, if he hadn't crossed that line first, it'd have been a different conversation.
And that was a lot better attitude out of Harvick that time.
That's
good
great.
Run for him, boy. Great fast car today.
Bailed his pit crew out.
A total of 18 cars finish on the lead lap with Joe Nemechek rounding out that 18th car. And the congratulations going on in the pit crew as I didn't think we'd get this one in. And let's check in with Dave Burns.
With Ernie Cope, and when we talked yesterday, you didn't want to give the crew too much credit for a good week last week, and boy, they struggled today. How do you resolve having the W over all that?
Well, I mean, he passed more cars than anybody today. We had our worst day, I think, ever on pit road. He kept us cool pretty good for what we had going. The best that could be expected. I mean, the car was good, and he drove his butt off, and he just picked him off one at a time, and we got a clear air, and we're gone.
You told me last year, after the disappointment of crashing and leading so much, you were just going to pick up where you left off. Kind of did that, didn't you?
Yeah, we did. Last year, to the point where we crashed, we led the most laps, and we just come back with the same setup, brand new race car, and I think we got pretty